Photosynthesis happens in most terrestrial plants. Without it, the world is likely to be a completely different place. But what is photosynthesis? All types of photosynthesis can be roughly divided into two parts: the light reactions, which includes light harvesting, and the dark reactions with the enzyme rubisco. Light harvesting happens in the chloroplast thylakoid membranes through photosystems. Light is converted into excitation energy and sets off a chain of electron transport complexes that ultimately converts the excitation energy into chemical energy. This process creates NADPH. The light harvesting portion is the same between all types of photosynthesis. They differ mainly on their carbon sequestration strategies. Most of the plants on Earth perform C3 photosynthesis. A plant will open their stomata during the day and sequester CO2 into its cells. The NADPH from light reactions will be used along with the CO2 in the Kelvin-Benson cycle, which is a process that ultimately converts the energy into components of sucrose and starch. Using the enzyme rubisco, CO2 from the atmosphere is converted into 3-PGA. However, this process is relatively inefficient because rubisco has substrate affinity for O2 as well, which decreases the amount of CO2 processed and produces toxic 2-PGA in the wasteful metabolism termed photorespiration. C2 photosynthesis is a two-celled system that consists of mesophyll cells and bundle sheath cells. Unlike the C3 cycle, which takes place all within one cell, it transforms the PG produced from photorespiration to glycine in the mesophyll cells, which are then transported by characteristic glycine shuttles to the bundle sheath cells to be converted back into CO2. C4 species use a two-cell system for the cycle as well. CO2 is fixed in the M cell first by Pep-C and converted to OAA. Malate dehydrogenase in the chloroplast converts OAA into malate, which is transported into the BS cells. Then the malate is converted back into CO2 by NADPME and enters the C3 cycle via rubisco. This carbon sequestration prevents the escape of CO2 and also concentrates CO2 around rubisco, boosting efficiency and eliminating photorespiration.